this real quick. Okay, cool. Start this off with a bang. What's going on, guys?
You need your mic.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. This is Jack Malaco here, and I'm joined by Josh Lawson.
Hello, hello.
If you haven't seen him before. Guys, we got a good show for you today. If you haven't noticed, Eric Banholtz is not with us today. He is on a family vacation, but don't worry, he will be back next week. So we've got Josh in front of the camera today. He's going to be doing two jobs. Today, he is going to not only be my co-host, but he's going to be running this show.
Yeah, so
Honestly,
if you see my hands down
Yeah.
here, I'm not messing with all the paperwork in the Beardbrand office. I'm typing. I have my keyboard.
Man. He's just going to be running this show. He's got the whole situation here in front of us. It's kind of crazy. It's really weird, Josh, to actually see the whole setup right in front of us this time. I wish we could turn the camera around and show people what we were doing. I'm not going to do that because I've got the camera perfectly set up, but let me tell you guys, it is interesting to see this. Usually it's just Eric and I staring at a screen and we just get to see our lovely faces, but today I get to see everything. I can see your comments over here. I can see what's coming next. I mean, like, I can see the future now.
We got all the goodies set up today.
Yeah.
Jack gets a taste of what I do in the dungeon back there.
Exactly. And not only that, man, we got a special guest today. We don't have a camera on her, but we are joined today by Whitney. She is our newest Beardbrand team member. Say hi, Whitney. I don't know if that's going to be picked up by the microphone, but she did say hello. She's behind us, and she'll be joining us for the stream. She will not be on camera, most likely not be on camera, but
Probably not.
She's going to be watching, all right? So what do we have on the agenda today? Okay, as always, guys, we have our giveaway. Link down in the description. You guys know what's going on. If you've just tuned in for the first time, let me tell you a little bit about our giveaways. What we do with our giveaways is you're going to click on that link down in the description. That's going to take you to the page on the Beardbrand website. Not the Weirdbrand website. That'd be weird. Anyway, it'll take you to the Beardbrand website. You're going to give us three things. First thing is your name. Second thing is your email address, so we can give you the gift card when you win. And third thing, and this is the most important one of all, is your YouTube channel username. If you don't know what your YouTube channel username, that is the thing that pops up next to whatever you type in chat. Well, if you leave yourself a comment on this live stream right now, the thing that is appearing next to the text that you type is your username. Usually it's your full name. A lot of you have been doing that lately. You need to put that into the giveaway fill-out form.
It's how we choose the winner.
Exactly, man, because at 45 minutes in, at 55 minutes in, and finally at the very end, we are going to choose 3 winners. And those 3 winners are going to win what, Josh?
They're going to win 3. No.
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 They're going to win
3 people
There
are
we
going to
go.
win one $50 gift card.
There we go.
To our Beardbrand store.
Yep, $50. Couldn't have been easier, guys. So go ahead and fill that out right now. And one of the biggest things you got to know is not only do you need to put in your YouTube channel username, but you need to be here. You got to be here when we draw the names. You can leave and then come back. Just remember, we're doing it at 45 minutes in. I'd appreciate it if you stayed the whole time. That'd be a lot nicer, and you're going to get to know some really cool stuff. That link up there is also, if the link down there is not working, that is the address you want to go to. Anyhow, if you don't come around when we call out the names, because we're going to tag them in the chat. If you do not respond when we call your name out, you will not have the chance to win. This is not one of those things where you can rip and dip, guys. Can't just fill it out and then go away and hope that you won $50.
Or if you do go away, you got to come back.
Exactly. So either way, got to be here when we call your name. 45 minutes in, man. 45 minutes in. So remember, fill it out, YouTube channel username, and you got to be here. And you got to respond if you are chosen, okay? We're going to tag your name in the chat. If you don't respond, we don't know that you're here, and we can't prove that you're in the chat. So remember, got to be here, got to respond. Okay, what else do we have on the schedule today? Let's talk about some products. So if you haven't noticed, we have got the
Lovely, lovely, lovely styling balm.
Exactly.
But different than usual. This is the
Gold
gold line styling balm.
Mm-hmm.
No more just silver line. We got gold line now.
Absolutely, man, and it's here.
Is here to stay.
Yeah, man, and people have been asking for this for a long, long time, and it's finally here, just in time for Father's Day. Father's Day. I almost couldn't say that. Guys, remember, if you're in America, Father's Day is on Sunday, the 17th. Man, what a perfect gift that would make for one of your fathers out there. So one thing,
Or all your fathers.
yeah, maybe all of your
They're all-
fathers. Maybe you've got more than one father out there,
Maybe.
man. Just get them all something from Beardbrand. It's a perfect opportunity and a great little gift that you can give them for Father's Day. This is available now on the Beardbrand website. So go ahead and pick up some of that if you want. And then, hey, if you win that $50 today, you can get one of these, and then you'll still have some money left over on that gift card and get yourself something. All right?
Yeah, get yourself something nice.
You
You deserve it.
One thing I have been asked to say on camera, though, by our dev team and our ops team is, if you want to get your products by Father's Day, go ahead and order that either today or tomorrow. If you do not order by, I believe, 3 p.m. tomorrow Central Time, it was either Central or Eastern Time, it's
Tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, but what you need to keep in mind, guys, is that you need to do expedited shipping. If you want to get the stuff now in time for Father's Day, it's got to be either today or tomorrow, and do expedited shipping within the U.S., all right? I'm really sorry about the international viewers. I don't even know if Father's Day is a thing outside of America. That's how uncultured I am. I'm sorry. But, guys, if you are in America and you want to get your products by Father's Day, tomorrow or today, okay? Get that in, expedited shipping, all right? Pick yourself up one of these. Get yourself something for Father's Day. Get yourself something for Father's Day. Why not? Anyway, moving right along, let's talk about some videos that are coming up, man.
Yeah, what's some good stuff we got coming out soon?
Man, so I don't know if people saw this today. The views have been kind of small, but if you haven't had the chance to check it out, we had a new barbershop today. That was Steve's Barbershop in London. We had Carlos go over there, and he was filming Andy
Tolu?
He was.
He had a bit of a catchphrase.
Yeah,
that was
the
interesting.
barber with a catchphrase. I've never heard that before. That's interesting. I'm actually going to lower my chair a little bit. Andy at Steve's Barbershop was featured today. We got another video with him coming up real soon. We're going to go back to Gentleman Rogues for a little bit and see how Charlie's doing in a little bit. And on top of that, guys, this Friday I've got a weird topic that's a little bit different, and one I've actually been wanting to do for a while. That's how to keep your cheek lines, these bad boys right here, sharp and even. I'm actually been guilty of that myself, of either lowering it too far on one side and they become uneven, or sometimes they don't look super sharp. I'm more of a fan of the sharp ones.
Sharp ones?
You know, some guys will do the natural, and you know I rock the natural.
You do, you have.
I did it for a while, and everyone got on my case, man. They were all saying I needed to shave it. So I finally said, all right, it's time to shave them down. So I do the sharp ones now.
Yeah, I mean, my cheeks are a bit sparse if you guys can't see. There's
Yeah.
not much there.
I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but he does have facial hair, guys.
But from what I've seen, I prefer kind of like a mix between like a purposefully natural line. Like you trim it up, but you kind of keep it a little rugged, kind of get that character in there. That's what I like.
A little bit of both.
So I like to see. I haven't dealt with it myself, but
we'll see, man. Hey, I have a feeling. I mean, it's definitely there, and I think in a few years it will come in a bit thicker.
Maybe one day when I'm a big boy.
Yeah, when you're a big boy, when you grow into your big boy beard. Anyway, guys, Zane, Farouk, we already talked about products, but in terms of upcoming ones, we don't have anything that we can announce just yet, but keep an eye on our newsletter, all right? If you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, you can do so on our website. That's at the bottom. It says join our kick-ass newsletter. Or you can click on the envelope thing that's up in the top right-hand corner, or top left-hand corner. Is it right or left? Let me see. Right-hand corner of the Beardbrand website. It's a little envelope with a red dot. You click on that, and that can get you signed up for the newsletter. And the cool thing about that, guys, is I know I'm just like plugging a million things right now, but the cool thing about that is you get the opportunity to be part of pre-launch pricing. That gives you a little bit of a different price that's a little bit more, a little bit less expensive than the full price that comes out a few days later. So get on that newsletter as soon as possible, guys. Josh, how old are you? People are asking.
I am 22. I am very young, but
Josh is a year younger than me.
I'm a year younger than Jack, so
yep.
I know I'm not gonna have much facial hair, but I'm rocking my stash and I like it. So.
But man, I think that's a perfect example of like there really isn't like a set age that you like get a beard or don't get a beard. Like I was 22 when I started the Yard series, and you know it came in pretty thick, but. It comes down to genetics, man. Like a lot of people just get it at different times, or they don't get it at all, or they get it in different places. The point is you have to embrace the beard that you have, and we will get into that in a little bit. Yeah. That's going to be something that we're going to talk about after the style consultations. But before we get into the style consultations, guys, I have one more thing I got to tell you. I got to give you guys a little bit of an update on the Alliance. Pew. Alliance applications are down in the description. If you guys don't know what the Alliance is the Beardbrand private community. That is like the next step past this YouTube channel, guys. It's a really cool community for all sorts of dudes that watch the channel, that buy the products, that are just part of what we think represents the most awesome part of the community. It is a closed community and private community. and you do need to submit an application to be part of it. The person that approves those is Sylvester. He's been on the stream a few times. He's also one of the biggest style consultation guys that we have here. If you want to be part of the Alliance, though, it is a closed community, and you have to send in the application. So the link to that is down in the description, and Sylvester has wrote something for me here. He says...
He has a script.
Yeah, I have a script today, guys. Isn't that great? So I don't forget what I need to say. See, when Eric's not here, I panic. We're following up on applications, and space is limited. However, if you recently applied to join the Alliance, be sure to keep an eye on your inbox for an invitation, okay? So basically, if you have applied, don't worry. You didn't get rejected immediately or anything. Sylvester's just working through all these applications. A lot of people have been applying lately, so we need to work through it and make sure that we get all the right people in there during the beta phase. Right now, it's still in beta. We're looking to launch it publicly pretty soon, but we're still testing it, getting all the bugs out, making sure that it's awesome. But it's really cool. I'm seeing a lot of people that are in the chat right now that are actually in the Alliance. You know, Bearded Dream is in there, and we'll see. You know, maybe some more of you guys can get in there pretty soon. But again, if you have applied, or if you just applied right now, or if you're going to apply later today, and you don't get a response right away, don't worry. It's not that you got rejected or anything. It's just that we're taking some time to really look over those applications and make sure that we can get you in the right place, all right?
Yeah, we want to make sure it's the best experience for everybody.
Exactly, man. And it really has been really fun, okay? By the way, guys, if you are asking questions, we are going to do questions at the very end during the part where we start pulling names for the winners. So if you have any questions, please save those. Josh is here today. He's not going to be able to save any questions. So,
yeah, I can't.
I mean, he's just doing that. He's like Eric today. You know?
I can't answer questions and be in front of the camera at the same time.
Exactly.
So
he's not going to just sit there silently and type out answers.
We do have the chat next to us, so we'll try to answer as many as we can as we see them, if we have time. But there's a section at the end where we're going to put up a little font on that side up there. It's going to say, put your questions in chat. And at that moment, we're going to answer a bunch rapid fire.
Sweet. All right, man. With that being said, let's get into style consultations.
All right.
Everyone's favorite part of the stream. All right. So what we are going to do. Oh, and look at this. Oh, hang on. I can't.
It's the way over there. That
there. Time. Over there.
Way that way.
Oh, my topo. Darn it.
Oh.
Hey, Whitney, would you get me a towel? See, this is why we have more than one person in here. That will definitely be on the Eric and Jack fan page. Please make a GIF of that or a video.
We'll make one. We'll make one.
Anyhow, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, see, this is what happens when Eric leaves. Let's get into the style consultation. But over there, guys, over there, you guys can email your pictures to style@beardbrand.com, and what that will basically do is put you into a queue, and Josh picks these out. I don't know what anyone looks like until we actually do it. Can you just like throw? Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do.
Just like here.
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that's fine. Anyhow,
that's a future us problem.
That's a problem for future Jack. Anyway, so style@beardbrand.com, that will enter you into the queue, which will give you the opportunity to be part of the live stream. Anyway, let's get into this. We're going to do a minute for each of these guys. We're going to go for quite a bit. We're going to go to our normal time, but we're going to allow a little bit more time for each of these guys because I feel like 30 seconds was just not long enough for people, you know? Did you ever notice that? It was like we were always stumbling. Oh, the rest of the Beardbrand team is coming in to get us towels. See, this is why I love working here, man. We all look out for each other. Now, they won't actually come in here and... Yeah, they won't. Yeah, it's the support team. Those are the wonderful support team people. Lovely paper towels. Anyway.
Before we do that.
Yeah, before we get this going, how are you guys doing?
Let them know what time the stream usually starts.
Yeah, so guys, the stream usually starts at 3 p.m. A couple people were asking that. We do this every week on Tuesdays, and these run till about 4 p.m. Eastern. I am just now getting the stopwatch set up, and we are going to put 1 minute on each of these guys, and once Josh gets a little bit of that Topo Chico mopped up, now we will never get sponsored by Topo Chico. Darn it, I was working so hard to get the streams.
Made a huge deal about it, so maybe we will.
That's true. Maybe we will get sponsored by Topo Chico on the stream. We'll see. Anyway. Disaster fixed. Thank you, Josh. Thank you to our lovely support team. That means they're watching the stream, which is weird. Go back to work, guys. But now we're going to do 1 minute on the clock. All right. Josh, do you want to take it away with this first guy?
I think you should be the inaugural one.
We'll start with, okay. Then in that case, my man, you will get to ring the first gong, okay?
Right.
Once this reaches 1 minute, you gong me out.
All right, I will.
Don't let me go overtime, all right? Here we go. Let's go. 1 minute on the clock. Let's rock and roll. So, with this guy, finally we get to him. I can see that he's got a bit more growth on the underside of his beard. I can see in the neck area versus the mustache and cheek area. So, one thing that he should keep in mind is if he continues to grow this out, make sure that he keeps this in proportion. One thing that can really happen very easily is that underneath part can get out of control. I mean, look at me, for example. My mustache stayed small, and the underneath got really, really big. I like the hairstyle, though. I really am a big fan of the buzz cut, and I think that it's coming back, especially for summer. That's a really good style, and especially, man, if you're going to continue to grow that beard out, let me speak from experience. My beard is making me very hot right now in Texas, and I could really go for a shorter hairstyle. I think that would be really nice to have. Love the shirt style. You know, a nice button-down polo or from Ralph Lauren is great. That's personally what I like to wear. But other than that, man, I think this guy has got a great style down. Continue to let that beard grow, but make sure you keep an eye on the underneath bit, all right? Let's get that gong going, dude. Sweet. Oh, man, you hit that thing with purpose. I like it.
Porpoise.
Sweet. Porpoise. Let me have that, and let's keep it going, dude.
Oh, got a Captain Upside Down.
Captain Upside Down. I'm going to have a sip of this Topo Chico. How much of this do I have left? Oh, sweet. There's still quite a bit left in there. Okay, so we didn't ruin the floor.
All right. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Minute on the clock, rock and roll, Josh.
All right, man. So you got a lot of volume in your hair. That is really awesome to see. Mine's pretty flat these days, but I'm using sea salt spray and it helps. But yours, you got that wave going. It's going to the back. It's going up. It's really awesome to see. Your beard, great coverage, man. You got those 2 spots right there, but that's nothing to be worried about. Your mustache comes down, almost covers those. I think as you continue to grow, those will definitely get covered up. Yep. But I can definitely see you rocking a solid beard stash.
Yeah, definitely.
You got some good cheeks for it. You got growth on your chin as well as your cheeks. And I think if you trim those up, you could rock a pretty cool beard stash. But if you're trying to grow it out, I'd say just keep going, man. As it grows, you can definitely comb the sides to cover those spots if it bothers you. If not, then you're well on your way to rocking an awesome beard, man. Just rock it with confidence, and you're good to go, honestly.
Man. And, yeah, I like his style as well. Really like that shirt.
Yeah.
It's a very photogenic guy.
Yeah, button-ups are coming back, man.
Yeah, man. Everyone likes button-ups. Yours truly.
Yeah. Dude, we're both wearing
button-ups. Oh, yeah, we are both wearing it.
Not that we're biased or
right,
anything.
Anyway.
All right, yeah.
Stream's getting out of control already, man. We spill one drink, and it goes completely... Oh, there we go. Upside down. That's what I was going to say. There we go. All right. Ready? 1 minute on the clock. Gong me when I'm done, and let's go. So, first things first, man, let's talk about those frames. Those are killer. I really like those. I think when you're going to make a bold fashion statement like that and go for something that's a little bit more unconventional, you got to rock it with style and with confidence. And I think this guy just kind of like basically oozes confidence. You can see just from this guy's demeanor that this guy has it all under control. Like the hair, it could be pushed back a little bit farther, but I do like what he's doing with it. I wouldn't suggest going too much shorter on it. Personally, I do like the way it looks. I wouldn't take it too short, otherwise kind of look like Mahesh if he shaved his head. Do you see a little bit of Mahesh in there?
I definitely see
a little bit of Mahesh in there. So keep it longer, otherwise you'll be confused with Mahesh, unless you want to look like Mahesh, he's a great looking dude. Beard is looking fantastic. Make sure you keep an eye on those wispy bits. Scissors are going to be your friend over a clipper. With a clipper, you can tend to almost take a little bit more off if you're going to be doing it yourself, but I would recommend taking that to a barber at that point. That thing is massive, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of it. That was a tinny one. Sweet.
I'm trying to like wrap my arm around.
I know, like around the drink, yeah. Sweet.
Got it.
All right, here we go.
We'll switch off, yeah.
Switch off and let's keep it going, dude. Oh, Captain Sideways, we meet again. Sweet.
Boom.
Wow, look at a beard on this guy. All right,
wow.
Ready? Go.
All right, so I can't really see your hair, so I can't really comment on that. But it's a nice hat. I enjoy the hat.
It is a good hat.
Big fan of hats myself, since I'm growing out my hair. Anyway, your beard, dude, that is some good shit. Honestly,
yeah,
it looks really nice.
It's a great beard.
You have those same 2 spots that we see in a ton of guys, and that's nothing to be worried about. Your cheek line, it has that mixture of sharp lines with natural, and it provides that sense of like a rustic but purposeful look, which it looks amazing on you. And like you've got good shape.
You wear it very well.
You have a very full beard, very dense beard, and you got some good shape going with it too. Like you got like I don't even know how to describe it.
This would almost be one of those ones where it almost feels more like this guy should be teaching us rather than us teaching him.
I feel like you guys just kind of send in because you want to show off sometimes. But
yeah, someone just called it out like a brag beard.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's not a bad thing at all. If you guys just want to show off the beard, that's all.
No, man, but you got some good stuff. I think maybe if you got some flyaways or some wispy bits, then try using some utility balm or some styling balm to keep it in shape.
That being said, man, fantastic beard. Good style, too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, let's get the next one.
Let's get the next guy going. Woo! Minute on the clock. Let's do it. Oop, there we go. Okay, so first of all, quite a bit of volume in this guy's hair too. I do like that style. That's a good style. I don't know how much I would touch that, honestly. One thing I would recommend is to add a bit of texture into that hair, because it does tend to, I've experienced this kind of hair myself. When you have super thick hair and you pump it up like that, sometimes it can end up looking a little bit too circular. So if you want to incorporate a little bit of sea salt spray into there to get a little bit of texture going, you don't necessarily need to put anything else in there. Just the sea salt spray can do you up really nicely. Get a bit of that in there, and maybe even use Eric's technique, where you do about 3 or 4 squirts into your hand, rub that together, and then get that into your hair. Will get you a bit more texture and a bit more separation between the hair, so that it doesn't become one big puff on top of your head. Not that it looks like that now, man, but you know, if you do want to add some texture there, that's always something that I would recommend, because it's a great look, especially for summer. Get that beachy look. With the mustache and the beard, it does seem like he's got the lower cheek lines, and that's all good. People can rock the low cheek lines, and that's a good thing. Oh, man, am I already out of time? So, yeah. Man, keep rocking, man. There's my hair advice for you. All right, let's get the next one going. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Greg's here.
Oh, Greg's here? All right.
Let me get that banger, dude. All right, take it on.
All right, man. Well, first of all, you've got an amazing like goatee coverage area, like your stash going into your chin and growing it from the bottom as well as the rest. Like, dude, that looks amazing. If I could recommend a different style, I'd say go for, I don't remember if it's the Hollywoodian, but it's where you focus on the jawline here. Maybe bring it up a little bit depending on where your beard grows, and then combine that into a circle beard / goatee combo.
That could work. Yeah, I could definitely see him rocking something like that.
I see your cheeks are a little bit thin, and that's not a huge deal. Man, just you're looking great. You're looking good. But I'd say, yeah, go for that Hollywoodian style, and I think you could really rock that with pride. Your hair seems about my length, and you're kind of pushing it back.
Yeah, it does look like it's pulled back.
Yeah, and I think that's a good move. That's what I need to start doing myself, actually. Like when you have longer hair, you should naturally want to push it back, because that lets you achieve a ton more different styles. And when you're feeling, oh man.
Yeah, right. It goes fast. Did you want to add your last thought real quick?
Last thought, yeah. If you want to add some texture to it and some volume, like we said earlier, then put some sea salt spray and put it in your bag. But then instead of putting it like to your skin, push your hand forward a little bit and see you already got that volume. Boom,
Sweet.
boom, boom.
Texture. All right. Let's get it going, dude. Oh, you're going to...
I'm going to bun it up.
You're going to bun the hair? Well, can we get our next guy up real quick? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. There we go. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Sweet. Let's rock and roll. I say that way too much. Here we go, man. Always love the beard and beanie look. One thing I do want to mention is when you guys are sending pictures, make sure that you're, let's see. So let's do this together. With our phone, going to put the neck out a little bit and almost put the phone a little higher than you think that you need it, and that adds for a great selfie. We talked about this a little bit on last week's stream. There is an art to taking the selfie. If you haven't seen Eric's video or Jeff Boncristiano's video, they both have really good videos on how to take a great selfie, and that's how we can really see the full face of your beard and not just get the underneath, which is tough because when we get pictures like this underneath, it is a bit tough to completely judge the beard. That being said, do like the beard. Good texture. Reminds me of my own texture. Going back to what I said earlier with the other guy, is one thing that you want to do is make sure that the underneath is not overtaking the mustache or the cheeks. I can see that this guy's mustache is a little bit thinner than his underneath beard. So for right now, unless it starts to get thicker on his mustache, I would keep the underneath a bit tighter, maybe even rocking a Hollywoodian, all right? Sweet.
I was slacking. He was over on time.
I was over on time, but my beautiful voice was just carrying the conversation.
Yeah, I was just distracted by it.
All right.
And enraptured.
Oh man. Let's get it going. 1 minute on the clock. Boom. Oops. Whoops.
Boom. There we go. Okay. So first of all, like that stash, dude, I'm already like enamored by it. Like that's a nice thick stash. Like I can't remember what I think. Maybe the walrus stash is what it is.
Yep.
It comes down over your lip, and that's like the Jamie Heineman, I think, from MythBusters. Getting a lot of vibes from that, and that's awesome.
I can see that.
I can't say much about your hair since it's under a beanie, but I see a little tuft coming out. And that's a good style to rock when you have long hair, and like you want to show it off a little bit, but not too much because you got a little bit head. But I think it's a good style to rock. As for your beard, it's good, dude. I mean, you got good coverage. It's around your whole face, and I think if you want to shape it up a little more, try using a bit of styling balm to kind of push it in the direction you want it to be.
Get more of a shape.
Yeah, get more of a shape in there. And doing that, you can also get some volume, make it seem a little bit thicker than it is. But But at the end of the day, dude, like you've got an awesome style. I'd say let your hair free, let it go, and use some styling balm or sea salt spray to get that what you want.
Sweet. Right on time. Wow, you timed that very well. What do you think about those frames, dude?
Dude,
I like those.
I dig it. It works well.
I've been thinking about picking up a pair of the half frames myself.
It takes a lot to like half frames went away, but they're coming back.
Yep.
They're coming back.
They're coming back.
I got some. I don't know what these are. No frames. No, there's a little bit of frame.
There's a little bit of frame. That's like a Harry Potter glasses.
Yeah, I feel like the guy from Atlantis.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Anyway,
Milo.
There we go. Let's get it going.
Oh, I wish I had this guy. All right.
Wow. Sweet. All right, let's go. A minute on the clock. Let's go. So, man, this is another one of those #brag beards, where this guy is rocking an excellent beard. I'm almost running a little bit of Jeff Bone Cristiano with this guy. Very similar hairstyle. I do like that. Man after my own heart, pushing it back with the widow's peak kind of situation, or at least the high temples. Great hairstyle. I wouldn't touch that unless you want to fade the sides a little bit more. But actually, in your case, what I would recommend with the beard is I would recommend letting the beard grow up just a little bit more. I think it was either yourself or your barber brought the beard down a little bit too far on the sideburns, but again, that is personal taste. Mustache. Let's talk about the mustache. Mustache could be grown a little bit longer. Let that thing go completely wild, man. Take a page out of Eric Bandholt's book and let that thing be the anchor of your beard, okay? That can be a great part of it. I would not touch the rest of the length, though. The rest of the length is fantastic where it is. Try out the bigger mustache, though, and see how that goes for you. And if you don't like it, man, you can always drop it back down. You can always take away hair, but you can't add more, all right? Think about that. Let's get it going. 3. Sweet.
He had a couple seconds. I didn't want to cut him off too much.
You didn't want to cut me off. That was sweet of you. Let's get a couple more of these going. Man, time is already flying. We're almost half an hour in.
Dang.
All right.
All right.
Minute on the clock.
Someone give me a God of War beard. I wish.
I know.
Somebody submit Kratos. Let's do this.
Everyone wants the Kratos beard lately. All right, rock and roll.
All right, man. So first of all, already your stash is the focal point. We just talked about that, and it's amazing.
Anchor.
It is the anchor of your face. Or not your face, your beard. Excuse me. And it looks great, dude. I'd say give time for your jawline and like the rest to come in. Other than that, you could definitely rock a Hollywoodian style. I know we brought that up before, but that's a style that you kind of want to do when your cheeks aren't coming in all the way and your beard grows down here. So I'd say keep rocking what you're doing.
Let it come in a little bit more.
Let it come in a little more. Use a comb to kind of direct it the way you want it to grow.
Absolutely.
Because as you comb in that direction, it's going to grow in that direction. So it's best to start that early. You can even use some styling balm or some wax to like push the stash up into the sides.
Oh, maybe like a little handlebar situation.
A little bit of handlebar. That way you're not eating your stash. And then with your hair, like you've got an awesome like side part fade that's kind of grown out a little bit and a ton of volume. I say to maybe use a little bit of styling balm to get a little bit more control and direction in the way you style it.
You timed these perfectly. You got like an internal clock. I'm jealous. All right, let's get like two more going. Wow,
you get the good ones.
I'm getting all these fantastic. Hey, man.
Oh, never mind. They're all good. They're all good.
I was going to say every beard is good, man. Every beard is good. We're just I'm getting the more like cartoony, conventional beard, like what you picture when you think of like
you get the Kratos beards.
These beards, yeah. All right. That being said, rock and roll, baby. 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. So, what can I say about this beard that hasn't been said already with just looking at it, dude? Oh, my gosh. So, I'm actually reminded a lot of Greg Brzezinski's beard right off the bat. And with that being said, I think this guy could rock a Verdi beard very well. He could rock it Verdi well, if you will. No one will get that. Anyway, so what that means is he can bring that stash up into a bit of a point. It looks like it's already starting to go in that direction. Maybe he puts a little bit of wax in there, but I say go for it. Go for the full situation and get a bit of mustache wax. Wax up that mustache and see about getting those things into some points. Get a handlebar going on. Try it out. If you do not like it, of course, you can always just wash it out and go back to the natural stash that you're wearing right now. Length looks great. If you do want to grow it out a bit farther, I do like what it's doing. It's not growing out. It's growing down, and that looks really good on you. Hair is looking good. I almost am tempted to say push the hair a little bit farther down so that it looks fuller. But what you're doing right now is a great style. Of course, pushing it down could help a little bit, but if there's anything to take away from this man, try out the handlebar. All right? Sweet.
When in doubt, handlebar it out.
And let's get one more going.
All right.
All right, this is our last guy of today.
And, of course, he's Captain Sideways.
Captain Sideways. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly.
1 minute on the clock, Josh. Rock and roll, dude. And can I have the little banger?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So it looks like your beard is very curly, very kinky. And I'd say to kind of, if it's bothering you, go for a comb. Like opt for a comb to kind of sort that out. Just slowly work through your beard. Maybe lube it up with some beard oil beforehand. Make it glide through. Luckily, our combs are made with cellulose acetate, so they're designed to glide through your beard anyway. And after that, maybe you follow up with a boar's hair brush to straighten it out.
Yep.
That stash, dude, that stash is killer. It's grown out nice on the sides. Really lends itself to a good old curly Q. Good old
very stylish.
Good old handlebar
it's
stash.
Unconventional too, which I like.
Yeah, I dig it, man. Your hair is short on the sides, longer on top, just slightly though, and it's a great style that works for you. In those frames, man, that is.
He's got some good frames on.
You got some good frames on you. I'm jealous. So, I like them. I like my minimal frames, but yours, I wish I could rock those with as much confidence as you do. Those thicker frames, those slight horn rim. I know they're not. I don't know the name for it, but it's like a lowered horn rim. And it's just some good stuff, man.
It's a good look. Sweet. And that is our last style consultation of today. Let's bring us back into the main frame. Sweet. Here we are, guys.
Here we are.
Welcome back. So, guys, if you were not featured today, I'm knocking over everything. If you were not featured today on the live stream, fret not. Don't worry, guys. We do these every single week, and we pull as many of these as we can. We have added the whole minute to these guys. It does feel like we were kind of stretching for some time, so maybe 45 seconds for each of these.
Yeah, happy medium.
Yeah, between the 30-second was not enough, and the minute is too long. I think we might try 45 seconds next time. But that being said, guys, we choose all these pictures from the very beginning to what we got like yesterday to today, you know? So don't worry. If you haven't seen them, if you haven't seen yourself on there yet, we've got your pictures in there. Josh is just working through this queue, okay? Just keep tuning in. And hey, if you ever miss a stream, just hit me up. I can show you. I can send you the link or whatever. All
yeah,
right?
Like DM us on Twitter, shoot us a Facebook message, Instagram, send an email to style@Beardbrand. We'd be happy to send you the link if you were in the stream.
Absolutely. So let's keep it going, guys. Let's get into special topics. Do we have my little a word from Jack? There it is. A word from Jack. We're going to do this a little bit differently. So this is the part of the stream where I turn my chair this direction. I stare you right in the eyes, which is always weird because when I watch these back, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look that awkward. But right now when we're on camera, we're having like an intimate moment. But
you guys are enjoying it. You're watching.
Yeah, everyone's right here, and it's very odd. So I experienced something today that was different that people had told me about online, and I'd experienced it with, friends and family members, and it was always kind of jokingly, but. I was walking into work this morning and I got people were yelling at this dude was yelling at me, insulting my beard and insulting the way I looked. I'd never had that happen to me before with the beard. Online, it happens online, but I think that there's a sense of
anonymity.
Exactly, when you do it online. And to have it happen in person is very weird to have someone insult your beard. So we've titled this live stream Embrace the Beard. And what I essentially am trying to get at with that is sometimes your beard will not be conventionally what everyone wants it to be, or maybe it won't be conventionally what you want it to be. The point is you want to embrace whatever you have and you grow what you've got, man.
Yeah.
Whether you have just a mustache, just a goatee, full beard, you could be Greg Brzezinski or somewhere all the way at the bottom. If you're just rocking a little soul patch, that still counts, man. Facial hair is your own thing, and it's part of your identity. Don't make it your entire identity, but it's a bigger part of you. And I don't mean to, go too far off. It's like, yeah, it's all embrace everything. But it's one of those things that it kind of puts it back in perspective. I mean, I won't repeat what the guy said because I don't really think it's appropriate to say online. It was pretty offensive, I'll say that, to a certain group of people. And I'm not even part of that group of people, which is weird. But it was weird, and it's interesting to experience that in real life. So what I want to say is if you guys are experiencing that in your life, people are name-calling, people are resorting to mudslinging or bringing you down because your beard, or maybe let's take it a step further, your style or the way you are, don't let anyone insult you without your permission, okay? Don't let that get to you because all they're trying to do is tear you down. And
they want a reaction out of you.
Exactly.
Their day is not going well. They want to put someone else down.
Exactly.
And they see you as a viable target. They're like, hey, if they're feeling lower, I'm above them. I feel better about myself.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, yes, it does hurt, but we do move past these things, okay? Especially when it comes to name calling. Of course, with bigger things, there are more steps that you can take, but on a level of name calling, that is, it's low.
Yeah.
You need to be like a duck with water. Just let it slide off your back, man. All right? I'm just full of these weird little idioms, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And if you guys have had some stuff happen to you in life, you can share it here. I mean, this is a place where everything's okay. You know, we all accept each other here. This is a place of acceptance, and we know that, you know, some of you guys will be told to shave your beard, or people will say that your beard looks bad, and it happens, man. It really does happen. And of course, you know, it's like, oh, you look like a homeless man or whatever. That, you know, that one's pretty fine. Like, you know, that one can get thrown around all the time. But it's when they get into the more personal ones, that's when it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like,
that's always weird.
Like my example is like growing up, I got called ginger and like other
exactly. So
terms
this goes beyond
it.
just the beard.
Yeah, because people find anything that finds you unique, anything that makes you different from them, and attacks it because they don't have it, and they see you have it. They don't see a lot of other people who have it, so they attack you for it because you're different.
Right.
And that doesn't mean you're bad.
No, not
You're
at
part
all.
of a distinct community.
Exactly. So it's, you know, at the end of the day, man, haters are gonna hate, and that's just how it is. I mean, even within the own beard community, man, there's haters that are hating on each other. There's like a civil war going on inside the beard community right now. I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, guys, let's all accept that we're cool dudes. We are all cool people, and we should be working towards accepting each other rather than going back to this name calling.
Yeah, there's no need to put each other down.
We need to be excellent to each other, as the prophets Bill and Ted once said on their excellent adventure. And with that being said, guys, that is my word from Jack. All right? So we're going to get into question and answer a little bit early today, because we're going to give you guys a little bit of the opportunity to start putting your questions in there now. So if you've got questions, you've been hanging on to them, start posting those now. We're going to start answering those. But you guys also have 9 more minutes to enter into the giveaway. Again, that is down in the description. You're going to give us 3 things, guys. You're going to give us your name, your email address so we can get you your gift, and third and most important of all is your YouTube channel username. Again, YouTube channel username is that thing that pops up next to whatever you comment. And most important out of everything, and I mean everything, is if you do win, you got to be here and you got to respond to when we tag your name in the chat, okay? You must respond if you are called in the chat, okay? Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. Everyone's saying like I'm using my announcer voice. So that being said, guys, let's get into some Q&A, all right? So here we go. Bobby Caldrone asks, hey, can you highlight that real quick?
Oh, sorry.
So it doesn't go away. Hey, Jack, how do you feel how do you feel you've grown as a person / changed at all since you start growing your beard? That's a good question. So I did talk about this a little bit last week, and I do feel that, well, it not necessarily just growing the beard, but doing the series where you sort of put it all on the line, man. It's not necessarily like you're showing people art or whatever, or you're showing them this big product. You're showing them yourself. So that's really made me kind of grow as a person, and it's really made me kind of open up a lot more. I've been a lot more comfortable with myself. I take care of myself a lot more since I've started doing this, and I really enjoy it, actually. I've gotten to the point where, yes, the beard is really, really hot right now, especially walking to him from my car. I'm just dying in Texas. I'm not used to this weather yet. But other than that, man, it has been a huge boost in the confidence. And it's been really cool to do this series and meet all of you guys. All right? So, do we have any other questions right now? I see one right away if you want to get to a small one. You can answer this one. Jose says, does utility bomb have any hold?
Kinda, yeah.
Slight.
Yeah, a slight hold. Utility balm has a ton of different moisturizing ingredients, a ton of different butters in it. But one of the ingredients to kind of solidify it and make it solid is beeswax. And the beeswax offers a very small amount of hold, so it can help tame some of those flyaways, but it won't like push your hair up or like guide it in any direction. It's mainly meant to like put down those flyaways and like kind of move your hair in a direction, but it's not gonna like train it or give it volume or curl it or anything.
For that, you're gonna want styling balm or mustache wax.
Yeah, its main goal is moisturizing your beard and skin, but you can use it to achieve a small amount of hold and just kind of, like I said, tame those flyaways. Make sure you don't have like crazy beard flying out everywhere. All
right, let's get some more questions going. Can we get the little post questions in the chat thing going? I see one right here. Evan asks, is it possible to win more than once? Would it be considered rude if I entered a... Oh, there it goes. Anyway, he was just saying, can you enter more than once? You absolutely can. People in the chat actually who are here right now have won more than once. So you know, if you do enter every single week, there's a chance you can win more than one time. We don't discriminate against that. If you get polled and you're here and you respond, it's all good, man. You can win more than once. All right. Cool.
I've seen one. I saw a couple questions about shipping near Turkey and getting product in Turkey, getting products in Oman. We do ship worldwide. Just put in your address at checkout, and you should be able to see if we ship to you, and just choose whichever shipping method that you prefer.
Sweet.
But another option is to go to beardbrand.com/pages/our-retailers, and you might be able to find a physical location near you
where you can actually buy it.
Yeah, where you can actually buy it, smell it, test it, etc., etc.
Do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of different options you can try out.
Sweet. Anyhow, oh no, I saw
this one. I saw that one.
Yeah, Craig, regular, says, "Is my beard pattern going to stay the same? Can I predict what my future beard is going to look like with what I've got at the moment?" Here's what's interesting about that. So, no, not with yourself. You can, to an extent, glance into the future and see what kind of beard you may have. I mean, for example, let's use Josh. So you can't really see it on camera, but Josh does have chops. You know, the cheeks come in. You can see it a little bit on camera, but I think in the future that will eventually connect, but we cannot be totally sure. What you can do, however, is look at the men in your family. Look at the people who have come before you, your dad, your grandpa, his dad, his grandpa. See what kind of beard growth they've had in the past, if they've ever had one. Ask your dad if he's ever grown a beard, or if he can grow a beard. Because a lot of it comes down to genetics, and if they're at an age that's older than you, I know Craig himself personally is in his teen years. I think he's 16. And at 16, it's really hard to tell what kind of beard you're eventually going to have. So, Craig, I would encourage you to talk to the men in your family that have come before you. See what you have. Go back in your family history. See if any of your ancestors have had beards. I know Drew from Drew's Obsessions has made a video about that. Going back to your genealogy and seeing where you've come from, and seeing if any of your ancestors have had beards. That's a good video to check out if you haven't seen that. So, Craig, I'd advise you to do that and talk to the men in your family. All right?
All right. I saw two questions that I wanted to kind of combine into one. They involve hair.
Okay.
So Camilo Estrada asks, I normally use hairspray to put hold in my hair.
Okay.
I recently picked up some sea salt spray to give it more volume as well. Can hairspray and sea salt spray be used together? Yeah, I'd say use the sea salt spray as kind of like a pre-styler. Get it in the shape and style and whatever, how you normally do it, how you want your hair to look.
Yep.
And then finish it off with kind of like a dusting of the hairspray to kind of solidify it and get it in place the way that you designed it to be with the sea salt spray.
But don't use too much hairspray.
No.
I've fallen victim to this myself.
Then it can get crunchy.
Exactly, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the sea salt spray.
Exactly.
So you've kind of undone all the work you've done.
Yeah, and then I saw another one with JKLautzsch. Don't know how to pronounce that, but it's all in caps.
All right.
So I'm going to spell it. Is beard oil okay to use in hair as well? Yeah, definitely.
I've got some in my hair.
Yeah, I use some in my hair before I go to bed to keep it moisturized. All of our products are designed to work in harmony with your beard, hair, and skin. Mm-hmm. So you can even use utility balm in your hair, and you can use utility balm in your skin. You can use beard oil in your hair and skin as well. Just make sure to work it through the hair as well as down to the skin, similar to how you would your beard for the best results.
Exactly.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sweet. Guys, you got 2 minutes left on the giveaway. Can we pull up the giveaway in just a second?
Yeah. Do you want to answer that one while I do that?
Yeah, let me answer it. So you can probably get this going on. See, we're working with the command center here today, guys. So this is going to be interesting of how we're going to pull these names today. So I think, you can cover us up, and I can still keep answering questions. Here we go. Here, can we get the most recent questions?
I was going to say that one.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Does dyeing the beard to cover up the vellus hairs make my beard look thicker? Is it a good idea? That's Bill U1 that asks that. That's, again, kind of a difficult question to answer. With vellus hairs, because they're so small and translucent, it is tough to make them look thicker with just dyeing them. I honestly wouldn't recommend doing that. The only time I will recommend dyeing it is if you have hair that's a different color than what you want. You know, maybe you're going gray and you're not ready to go gray. Or if you're trying to fill it in, perhaps you have a whole patch that's just discolored. And while I personally think that looks really cool, I wouldn't recommend getting rid of that because it adds character. I don't think that dyeing the vellus hairs is a very good idea because you may end up just dyeing your skin while you do that. And 2, I do not think that you're going to end up making your beard look thicker that way. Okay? All right, so it looks like we are about to pull our first winner I'm going to get the, where's the banger? There it is.
You have it. I mean,
Sweet. We're going to pull our first name. Let's see.
Hang on.
All
I
right,
gotta put up the words.
Wait for it. We're still going to answer questions, guys, but this is the first winner right here. Ready for it? Oh, my gosh. Daniel Kryluk with something. Winner number 1.
Nice.
Daniel. So let's see if Daniel is in the chat. We'll give him a little bit of time. I know there's a bit of a delay. In the meantime, let's answer a few more questions. Let's see if Daniel is in. Someone asks, is diet and hydration critical in beard growth? It absolutely is. You absolutely need to be drinking enough water or any sort of hydration. Make sure that you're drinking the right stuff. Don't drink a bunch of coffee and say that's the end of the day. Well, coffee is amazing.
It's delicious.
I love it. I love coffee.
We all drink several
Yeah,
cups
we
a
drink
day.
too much coffee here at the Beardbrand office, but you need to be drinking enough water and other things that are going to be giving you actual hydration for your beard, because just like your head hair, you need enough hydration. Your diet plays a big role in that as well. Protein is key when it comes to beard growth, okay? And keeping it healthy and nice and beautiful, okay? So make sure that you're getting a good diet, well-rounded. Don't be eating, junk food every single day, because you will see that reflected in your beard. And at the end of the day, if you start taking care of your beard, you start taking better care of your body overall, okay? All right, did Daniel...
he did respond, yes.
Sweet. Daniel, you are winner number 1. Let's get another gong for Daniel. Sweet, dude. All right. Oh, sweet. Okay, Beard Dream asks, is it bad to wash the hair on your head every day? That is subjective. Some people do not like to wash their hair every day. I personally, lately, no. I've noticed that with thicker hair, you do not necessarily need to wash your hair every day because it can become frizzier. If you have thinner hair on the other end of the spectrum, that one I would suggest maybe incorporating more of a washing every day thing. It's not completely necessary, but it is a better idea when the hair is a bit thinner. From what I found in my own personal experience talking to people that have everywhere from thick hair to very, very, very thin hair. All right?
Yeah. For me personally, since I have longer, thicker hair, I don't wash my hair on the days I don't work out, because otherwise I get really sweaty. I need to wash my hair. But the days that I don't wash my hair, it feels like a little bit healthier and like kind of more how it's meant to be. But that's just my hair. It's different for everyone. Similar to how you don't need to wash your beard every day, depending on your routine. It's the same thing with your hair.
Treat it like you would your hair. You can co-wash if you want. Remember, co-washing is using conditioner every single day. But remember, if you are doing an activity or you have a sort of lifestyle where you're getting sweaty and your hair is getting pretty messy every single day, then you're probably going to want to wash it, okay? Keep that hair clean. No one wants to smell your stinky hair. All right. Let's get, why don't we get our next winner going, man?
All
and I'll answer a few more questions. Let's see. Yeah, people are saying there, if you've got thinner hair, you should be washing it every day. Okay. Go back up just a tiny bit, if you would. Yep. Jim Ring asks, should mustache wax be washed out each night at bedtime? Does it dry and damage the stash hairs? I don't know. It's not going to damage your hair, but I would absolutely recommend washing it out at night. Just get a little bit of water in there. Maybe a little bit of, just a tiny little bit of beard wash if you're using a bunch of wax, okay? But you should be washing it out at the end of the day, because you can, wake up and your mustache will be all over the place, okay? So make sure that you're washing that out at the end of each day, especially if you're using quite a bit of wax and having a showman mustache, okay? So we have winner number 2. Let's tag him in the chat and see if he is here.
All right, Ryan Dean.
Ryan Dean. Winner number 2. Let's see if he's here. Give him a little bit of time. Ryan Dean, are you here? Ryan Dean, are you here?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Okay. This guy asks, can you get a good beard without having any products? Absolutely. So Eric has mentioned this before. The idea of using beard stuff is sort of, it exists in a luxury sense, but it is going to treat your beard a little bit nicer. It would be like growing out your hair and doing absolutely nothing with it, if that makes sense. So you can grow out your hair as long as you want. It'll get long, right? It's not going to grow any faster or shorter depending on what products you're using. But the health and the look of it are going to be what is the different part of it. When you grow out a beard and you start using beard oil, it's going to go from, it can be anywhere from like a steel wool kind of thing to just sort of all over the place. I've noticed this personally. I mean, when I first started growing a beard, when I was watching Beardbrand, I didn't use beard oil. I mean, they didn't make beard oil at the very beginning. And I just kind of grew out my beard and I was like, okay, let's just go. And I noticed that while I was getting a pretty big beard and it was coming in and it was there, it didn't look great, and it sure as heck did not feel great. That was the biggest thing for me, was the feeling. I mean, you can see this in one of the videos that I did when I got sick. I didn't use products for an entire week.
It was real bad.
Yeah, man. I mean, my beard was completely out, and it honestly felt like it was made of steel wool. That's the biggest comparison I could use to it. It was so rough, and I hated like the feeling of it every day until I started using the stuff again. Honestly, I mean, I put in a bunch of utility balm that day on that video, and while it was still pretty messy because I didn't get a chance to shower and like really get it into shape, it felt a lot better. All right, and that's the biggest takeaway from it, is the feeling and the look are the two biggest takeaways from using the products. Okay, sweet. All right. So did our second winner?
He did. Yes.
Sweet.
He said I'm on.
Sweet. So let's get another going for him. Congratulations, man. All right, let's answer a few more questions, then we'll get out of here. Mustache wax to fingers and then to beard can be done. I think what Jose is asking is, should you put the mustache wax on your fingers and then into your mustache rather than just putting the tube right onto your stash? What's cool is you can do it either way. I just did a video on this about 2 weeks ago, and what you want to do with that is, honestly, choose which one works best for you. I personally like to put the wax right onto my mustache after I've heated it up with a hairdryer. I think that makes it really nice, and then I'll go back with my little comb and comb my mustache into place. But if you want to get a little bit onto your fingertip, rub that in between the two fingers, and then spread it evenly between all your 10 fingers. If you have 5 fingers, that's all good. But if you want to spread between all 10 of your fingers, that's good. And then you can get it right into your stash. And that will distribute it a little bit more evenly. I know putting it right in your stash doesn't get it the perfect amount of evenness with the wax, but it's all subjective, man. You can do both. All right? Sweet. Let's get a couple more going. And then let's get...
I saw something funny that I want to point out. Stacing Mason Cash says, I could never grow a beard as thick as the guy in the blue shirt. I'm part Native American, but we're both in blue shirts. What?
Oh, yeah, we are both in blue shirts.
We text each other this morning. Like, what are you wearing?
Yeah,
what are you wearing to work today?
We coordinate our shirts. Anyway.
I thought it was funny.
Let's go back up to Seabreeze. I saw a good question. A little bit farther. There he is, Seabreeze right there. Seabreeze asks, my beard gets a little curly after some weeks. What can I do to keep it straight? To do that, one thing that I've found is a surefire way to get your beard nice and straight is to do the Greg Brzezinski method or the Jeff Boncristiano method that we've been doing.
It happens every once in a while. I don't know.
There we go. And that is to use either a round brush or the comb and blow dry it and comb at the same time and get your beard nice and straight that way, okay? You do that, that'll take about 3 minutes total. It'll take a little bit of time at the very beginning. It's like putting in contacts. It's a little bit rough at the beginning. It feels foreign. But after you get a good hang of it, you can do it down to like 2 or 3 minutes. And if you get really good at it, you can do it almost every single day. And that will eventually start training the hair. The hair is going to lie a little bit flatter. And when you do actually blow dry it into that shape, it's going to sit a lot flatter throughout the day. And it's really nice. We're going all over the place at the control center today. It's weird.
It's different. I don't know.
It is a little bit different.
I'm trying to type in names while he's talking, and it's just switching over. And I'm like, dang it. It's supposed to be secretive.
We got to fire Josh again.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so that is Seabreeze. That's my advice to you for keeping your beard straight. We got plenty of videos on how to do that. If you want to check those out, just search how to straighten your beard, how to get rid of the beard wave. Oh, we're gone now. Where'd we go? There we are.
There's hotkeys, man.
There we go. We're back. It's falling apart. Should I spill the Topo Chico again?
I know what it is, because usually I type on my laptop when I'm picking the winners.
There you go.
And the hotkeys aren't set up.
That makes sense. So we're all over the place now. All right, so let's get this final winner. Winner number 3.
There we go. I have to type it out.
There we are. All right. Boom. Let's get up to the most recent comments. This is our winner number 3, Marwan J. Sweet. Seabreeze. I have done video about how to do that. Check out my How to Straighten a Wild Curly Beard, or check out pretty much any of what's his name, Jeff Boncristiano's videos. How to Style the Most Comprehensive Beard is a great one, or any of Greg's videos. He always does the round brush and the blow dryer. It's a great thing to do. All right.
Winner number 3 is Marwan J.
Marwan J is our 3rd and final winner. We're going to make sure that they are here.
They got to say they're here first, yeah.
Yeah, they got to say that they're here.
Marwan J.
Like above us, you got to make sure that they're here. If they're not here, they don't win. All right, we're going to give them a little bit of time because there is a bit of a delay. But, we got other people in here saying, we got people in the office saying, don't spill more of the drink.
Artie, we're trying. Stop.
We're trying. All right. Why don't we answer one more question, and then let's get our last guy and then get out of there. Okay, here's one real quick. Any way to fix a bald patch on my neck? So there is no surefire way to fix a bald patch. You know, it's one of those things. Oh, are they there?
Yeah, he's here.
There they are. Sweet. There you go, Marwan. Winner number 3. And then let's end off with this last question. How do you handle he asked, how do you fix a bald patch on your neck? And what I was saying with that is there's no surefire way to fix a bald patch, okay? Bald patches are going to happen. They're there to stay. Sometimes they will fill in, but it's not guaranteed. That is a genetic thing. That is not,
right here for me.
you know, he's got them there. I've got them here, you know. Those happen, and what you need to do is you need to either embrace it or find a style that works with it, okay? A lot of guys they don't have patchy beards. They got beards with patches in them, and the key is to find a style that works for you. We've got tons, video on video on video of all the different styles you can do. We got blog posts on what different styles you can do. There are so many things farther than just doing the straight up natural beard or the yeared or what you picture as a beard in your mind. What you want to find is a style that works with what you have, work around that bald patch. It may eventually fill in, but you want to embrace it or find a style that works for you. All right, guys? That being said, thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get those 3 winners their stuff. And until next time, guys, keep on growing. All right? See you next time.
Adios.
Adios. Let me spill.